Hello student. So today we will discuss about the group B01 practical that is related with the Lex, and using the Lex tool how we can generate the lexical analyzer. So related with that we have practical in the SPOS lab group B. Okay. So here in this article we will discuss about how to install the Lex, okay, and Yak packages on our Ubuntu system, Linux based operating system. Okay. So first let's understand how to do this, how to install the Lex and Yak packages. Okay. Then we'll see the next part. Okay. So here you can see uh, what we need to install the Lex and Yak packages. So we need the computer which is being having the Ubuntu operating system or any Linux based operating system. Okay, and working internet connection we require to install the this Lex and Yak packages. Okay, so then now next then we have the uh, steps to install the package Lex. So to run the program with .l extension, we need to install the package Flex or the Flex old package. Okay. And to run the Yak program, we need to install, to run the Yak program with the .extension .y, we need to install the Bison packages. Okay. So here, first step, you can see here to install the Lex packages. You can use this command sudo apt-get install Flex. Okay, only this command, if you utilize this command, you can easily install the packages related to the required for the Lex tool. And what is the command for that? Sudo apt-get install Flex. So if you just okay, so let's try to install. Okay, let's try to install the first package, that is the Lex. To install the Lex package, we have the command sudo apt-get install Flex. Okay, so first we try to install it using the terminal. Okay, you can see this is our terminal. I'm opening the terminal here. Okay, let me open the terminal. Okay, and let me share you the terminal. Okay, so here you can see this is our terminal, and here you have to just use the command sudo apt-get install package. This is your command you have to utilize, sudo apt-get install package, and press enter, give the password, and here you can see the Flex. This already I have installed, so Flex is already newest version. This is being already installed. Okay, this message will be displayed. So using this command sudo apt-get to install Flex, your package for the Lex tool will be get installed. Then next we have to install the package for the Yak. So for that command is sudo apt-get install Bison. So once you press yes, then and yes, so that package also will get installed. So in this way, you have to install the these two packages here. Okay, as you can see, you have to install the both of these packages. First package is required for the Lex tool, that is should have to install Flex, and second package you will require for the Bison. Now, okay. So after installing this, you will get the proper message for installation. Okay, and then you can do the next one. Okay. So now next, we have to see the example of SPOS Lab Group 01 practical. There you are going to write a Lex program to generate the lexical analyzer, and that lexical analyzer we are going to generate to recognize the tokens, okay, of particular C language tokens. And what are the related command for that, that also we'll see. Okay. So first let me show you our particular program that we are going to see. So this is the program you can easily read here. Write a LEX program to generate the lexical analyzer as the first phase of compiler to recognize the tokens of C language as an input. Means you have to write the LEX program. So what is the LEX program? That already I told you, it consists of the three sections: declaration section, then it consists of the rule section. Okay, rule section. This is the rule section starting from this point to the this point. Okay, here I should write the rule section, and the last part is nothing but the our user function section. Understood? So this is our program, and this program we are going to compile using the LEX compiler. Okay, this program we have to now let me show you. This program you have to give here. You can see the scenario that already I told you in the previous lecture. Here, this program as a lex.l we have to give as input to the LEX compiler that will generate the file. That is our lex.yy.c. This file will be generated, and this file will give the input to the C compiler again using the different command, and it will generate the a.out as our lexical analyzer. Understood? And then that to that lexical analyzer will give some input from the source program, and that will try to generate the tokens. Okay, so in this way we have written the code in that program. So let me show you that code first. Let me explain you the code, and then we'll see the next part. So as I said, it consists of the three parts. So this is the first part, that is nothing but the declaration section. Here we have declared the one header file, okay, for the input out function, and we have declared the one variable int n equal to 0. So you have to prefer this format. Between these two part, you have to write the declaration section. Understood? Then next is our rule section. So this is our whole part is our rule section, second part. Okay. Now in the rule section, we have written the different rules or the patterns with the help of the regular expression. So this is the rule section. Now this is the rule section consists of this part is called as a pattern. Okay, as I told you, the format of rule section consists of like this pattern, for example, P1, P2, followed by the some action. This is our rule section. So this is the rule for what? This is the rule or pattern for keyword, and in front of that you have to write the actions. Okay, so whenever you will use some input, if that input matches with this part, with this rule, then automatically this action has to be performed. Okay, what action? In the action part we have written the we display something, we have printf, and what we are displaying the particular keyword. This yy text, I told you, this is the particular lex variable we have utilized that will store the match string. Okay, so suppose if you give the input as a int, okay, from the source code, so that will match with this rule, and this action will be performed. Okay, and that int will be stored here y in yy text, and that will get displayed. Okay, when we'll see the output, we'll see. So this is the rule for identifying the keyword as a tokens, and in front of that you have to write the action. Next, this is the rule to identify the identifier as a tokens, and in front of that you have to write the action. So pattern, action, pattern, and action. Okay. Similarly, you have to write the pattern or the rule using the regular expression for the different operators, and in front of that you have to write the actions, and if it is matched, it will get stored in the yy text. Similarly, you have to write the rules to identify the separators. So here we are considering different separators like curly braces, square braces, comma, semicolon, and in front of that you have to write this action. If your input that you are trying to check for the tokens, if it matches with this part, then automatically this action will get performed. Next, you can write the rules to identify the float numbers. So float numbers rule, I already told you, it is being written like this: 0 to 9, teen closure dot 0 to 9 positive closure. So you write the number like this, 0.9 or 1.9, like this kind of things. So if you have written this kind of things in your program, that will be recognized as a float here. Okay. Then you can also write the rules to recognize if you have enter any positive number, or if you have enter any integer in your source code. So that will be get recognized as an integer. For that, rule is written like only this: 0 to 9 plus. So if you enter the number like 1313, it will be get match with this rule, and if it is get match with this rule, the matching will happen and automatically this action will be get performed. And next, lastly, you have written the simple dot which will be matched with anything except the new line. So here, last part is our main section, that is user function or auxiliary function, where you write the yylex function, and this yylex function will call our lex compiler, and your program will get compiled and you get certain output generated. Okay, so this is the program. This is the program as a input specification you are going to give to the lex compiler. So that is the reason we are calling this program as a lex program, and we have saved it as a, we have given the name to this program as a count.l. What? Count.l. Okay, now let's try to apply the steps that I have told you in this part, and the steps that I have told you here. And let's see how the file, now I will show you how these files are get created, where are these files, and how we'll check the tokens can be recognized by this lexical analyzer or not, where the lexical analyzer is getting generated, that everything I will show you here. Okay, so let's go to that part. And so for that you have to go to the terminal. Okay, so we'll go to the terminal. I just make it clear. Okay, now here you have to utilize some commands to run the program of lex. You have to utilize some commands. So these are the commands. So three commands you have to utilize to recognize the tokens from the input that you are going to give. Okay, now command to compile the lex program using the lex compiler command is what? Lex, then name of your program dot l. Means suppose your program name is a, suppose now here we are going to do the program name as a count. So lex count dot l. Okay, now after doing this, the one new file will be get generated, that will be the C program will get generated, lex dot yy dot c. Now to that program also, next in the next step we have to compile using the C program compiler. So in order to compile that, you have to utilize the command gcc lex dot yy dot c hyphen lfl. Understood? And after this, after you run this command, the one file will be get generated which is considered as an executable file, a.out, and this a.out will be nothing but your lexical analyzer. That is our first phase of compiler. Okay, and then you will run this dot slash a.out, and you will provide the some input as a C code, and then this lexical analyzer, this a.out is nothing but your lexical analyzer. So once you give some input as a C program, some expression of C program to this lexical analyzer as an input, then it will generate the tokens. Okay, as per the I have mentioned in the figures. Okay, as per the figures I have shown you like this, as you can see here in this figure you can see. So in this figure you can see you are giving the input to the lex compiler will generate the lex.yy.c. Then again you have to compile it to the lex compiler, and then it will generate the executable file, that is a.out, which is nothing but your lexical analyzer. And then you give some input as a source program, higher level language program, or some expression of higher level language as an input to this lexical analyzer, and then it will generate the sequence of tokens. Okay, so let's see it how we can do this now. So you have to write the commands, as already you know our program is stored on the home with the name count.l. So you have to mention the command lex, program name is what? Count.l. Okay, so you can see our program is successfully compiled by the lex compiler. Okay, now as I said, after running this step, one file will be get generated as a C program, that is called as a lex.yy.c. So let me show you that file, where is that generated. Okay, now for that purpose you have to go to the home. Okay, and now let me take you to the home. Okay, okay, so here you can see where is the lex.yy.c. Okay, on the home you have to search for the lex.yy.c. Okay, and here you can see this is our lex.yy.c generated. Understood? So this is your, actually if you open this, you can see this is the C program for your lex program. Understood? This is a C program for your lex program. Okay, so this is the file we generated after the first step. as I said in this figure, as I said here, you can see after you compile the lex program, this file will be get generated. Which file? Lex.yy.c. Understood? Then this file again we have to compile it with the C compiler. So let's see. Let me open the our terminal here. Now command for that already I told you. Command for that is what? GCC lex.yy.c hyphen LFL. LFL stand for the lex libraries. Okay. So we press enter. So that is also successfully compiled. Now after compilation of this, you can see in this figure which file will be get generated. A.out file must have been generated. So let's see where it is generated or not. So for that purpose, again you have to go to the home. Okay, so here you can see on the home A.out file is generated. So this A.out is nothing but your first phase of compiler you have designed and developed now, that is the lexical analyzer. So with the help of Lex program and Lex compiler, you have generated the first phase of compiler here, that is the system program, that is the lexical analyzer. Okay, and then now next, as you can see in this figure, now we have reached to the this part that we have generated the A.out, which is your lexical analyzer. Now to this A.out we have to run and you have to provide some input to that, and then this lexical analyzer will process that input as some code of the C or any language, and then it will generate the sequence of token. So let's see how it can be done. So again I share the, now here you have to run your lexical analyzer ./a.out, that's your lexical analyzer, and press enter. Okay, now here you have to give the input. Okay, now input for this we are going to give, like suppose just a C language expression, I will give the input int. Okay, p equal to 2 comma d equal to 9 comma and r equal to 88 and semicolon. Okay, so this is the input we have given to the lexical analyzer, that is the first phase of compiler that we have designed and developed using the Lex tool. Okay, so let's see what output we will get. So this is the output we have got. So you can easily see what output you are getting. So as this will give, you are giving this, you have given, as you can see in this figure, you have given this. Okay, you have given this as a input. Okay, what input we have given? Int p equal to 2 comma d equal to 9 and r equal to 88 and semicolon. Okay, so you can see after giving this input, what kind of output we can get, that output also you can see here. Okay, so this output you can get as per the in the particular PPT I have shown you. You will get the different tokens to be different tokens generated that you will get here. Understood? So now if you see these if you see, output is keyword and int, means int is a keyword, then identifier p. Okay, then operator this. Okay, equal to sign, then again integer, you can see integer, you can see here integer 2, then again you can see the next part separator comma, then identifier d, operator equal to integer 9 separator comma identifier r, operator equal to integer and separator. Okay, so you can see these are the different tokens to be get generated. Understood? So as per the part I have mentioned you this figure, that after you give some input source program for lexical analysis, it will generate the sequence of tokens. So this is your lexical analyzer which you have generated with the help of the Lex tool. Okay, so this is all about the what we can say, this is all about the how you can generate the lexical analyzer with the help of Lex tool, and how you can check whether your program containing the tokens or not. So if you take the another example, let me run it again, and let me show you. Now, if you give the input to this generated lexical analyzer, suppose I give the input as a char, and then let's see what kind of output we get. So you'll get output here that it is considering the char as an identifier, and FJS as an identifier, and semicolon as an identifier. But you know the char is a keyword, but you have not mentioned that in your Lex program. That is the reason it will get identify as a identifier over the variable. Because if you see your program, in your program you can easily see. Okay, in this program you can easily see you have not mentioned char anywhere as a keyword. Understood? So if you mention here char as a keyword, and if you let me do the change here, and if I mention here uh, char as a keyword, and if I save it, and let me run it again with our terminal, and let's see what kind of output we get. Okay, okay, there is some problem. Let me check out. Okay. Okay, control S, and again I. Okay, so it successfully run. Compile with C compiler again, and you run now the lexical analyzer, and you provide the same input. Will provide char icon FGH. So you can see here it is showing the keyword as a char, identifier as FJ, separator like this. Understood? So what I'm trying to say here, the way you write the Lex specification here, the way you write the Lex rule here, accordingly your lexical analyzer will get generated, and accordingly it will recognize the tokens. Okay, so that's it about this practical. Where in this practical we have seen the how to generate the lexical analyzer using the Lex program to recognize the tokens of C language. So we have provided the input here. You can see we have provided the input here as a tokens of C language. Sorry, we have provided the input here as some expression from C language like this or this, and accordingly it is generating the different kind of tokens. So this is the implementation of first phase of our compiler, where we have implemented the lexical analyzer using the Lex tool, which is the automatic tool provided by the Unix operating system. As you can see, we have installed it, and then we have provided the input specification in the form of the Lex specification, and then we have generated the lexical analyzer, and then we have checked it whether it can be recognized the tokens or not. Understood? So your lexical analyzer, that is nothing but this a dot out, it will recognize the tokens only according to the rules that you have mentioned in this particular program. Understood? So that's it all about this today's session, where we have seen how to implement the lexical analyzer as the first phase of compiler using the uh, Lex tool. Okay, thank you all of you. So you just go through it, and if you have the laptop, you can install this part and you can practice it. Okay, thank you.